Coming up next is a company that has a large variety of products in the field of road safety. So if you like to know how a concrete element is increasing traffic security, how concrete can be somehow intelligent, you should listen to Mr. Peter Rossek, who is the head of marketing at DeltaBlock International. Welcome. Your stage.
Christian, thank you very much for the introduction. Dear listeners, welcome. In the next minutes, I will talk about the wonderful topic of safety barriers and how they can save your life. So let's start with the first slide. A couple of words about our company, DeltaBlock International. We are the leading developer of concrete and steel restraint systems. So this is the terminus for safety barriers and of modern noise protection systems. We're in the license business. We are licensor and we license components, know-how and equipment to all our license partners. We are headquartered in Austria. We have over 40 licensed partners globally around the world, and our safety barriers are installed in more than 45 markets. And we have 20 years already of experience in the area of safety barriers. So next slide, why is safety a core topic? If you look at the slide here on the left-hand side, you can see the statistics on road fatalities from the year 2019. So in the European Union, unfortunately, more than 22,000 people died in road accidents. Yeah? And underneath, you can see the split from some countries. And Romania, unfortunately, has 96 road fatalities per 1 million inhabitants. So this is the worst number, unfortunately, in the European Union. And Sweden is more on the positive side with only 22 fatalities in the year 2019. And overall, globally, as you can see here from the year 2016, the figure is we had over 600,000 people died in road accidents. So everyone is one too much. Yeah. And what you can see here on the right-hand side, the main cause for road accidents is distraction and inattention during driving. It's no more speeding as it was in the past. It's really inattention while driving. So this is the main accidents. And what you can see underneath on the pie chart is that luckily most of the accidents are light or medium accidents, and only a certain number is severe. And the good thing is that our concrete barriers obviously can retain all vehicles, but for the road authorities it is good that only a small number is light accidents, because then the concrete barriers don't need to be exchanged. So what I show you now is a little bit of a video from a crash test. So I invite you together with me now to jump on board of this truck. Please buckle up, of course, because we're gonna go with this 38-ton truck with 65 kilometers per hour against a safety barrier during this crash test. So it starts now. And what you will see in a second is we are crashing now against the barrier. You can experience what's happening inside the truck, but it was a super crash test because the element did what it was designed for. It brings back the truck on his lane and it prevents him from crashing through to the other side. Yeah? And then you can see the same crash test just with the camera from the opposite side. Let's start it again. Again, 65 kilometers per hour during this crash test against the barrier. You can see basically that the truck is held back, so the barrier does what it has been designed for, and the truck is back on his lane. And here on the next slide, you can see how this element looks after the crash test. You don't see any big damages, so it did what it was designed for, and this is very important. And why are we doing all that? So there's one reason. We are doing this because of this. Just remember you sitting in the car with your family on the backside, driving home from a wonderful summer holiday, and suddenly on the other side on the highway, this truck, what we have just seen before, is crashing into the barrier. So the last thing you want, that this truck is breaking through to your side, or that any parts or something like that fall away from the barrier and hits the window of your car. So this is what you don't want. And this is our motivation at DeltaBlock. We are here to protect you, your near and your dear ones on the way to travel. So I'm coming to the end. And what we are doing this around the globe. We are increasing road safety. And here just two examples. What we are doing currently in Romania, we're installing over 1,000 kilometers on Romanian national roads of safety barriers in order to increase road safety in Romania as well, which is a very super project. It takes 4 years to install this 1,000 kilometers in Romania. And just another example from Saudi Arabia, what we did recently, we protected also here a metro line from a parallel running heavy traffic road. And this is also what our barriers can do. So the essence of a safety barrier is to protect lives. And this is our motivation in our daily business. And that's why our slogan here on the last page of this presentation is already, we are the home of road safety. So thanks a lot, and I think I will get a question now.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Rosek. The charming thing about products like this is they are so familiar to all of us.
Yes.
And given the fact that you're exporting that to nearly the whole, all the countries in Europe, whenever I travel Europe, I have somehow the impression I'm at home. Because this is just the familiar barrier to the right and to the left side, which actually is quite a challenge. And it makes sense that we have speed regulations, because going too fast in a barrier tunnel is something which is more for a Formula One champion, for example.
Yeah.
I have a question, a concrete question for you. Zero debris concrete was a major innovation of DeltaBlock recently. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course, this is a super innovation, and it basically came from a bridge application. Because just imagine a bridge, you're going over a bridge, and underneath usually is also a road, of course. Yeah. And the last thing, as I said in the presentation, you don't want in a truck or any car breaks through and falls down, but you also don't want that any breakouts from the concrete element falls out on the road underneath and causing an accident on the other roads, because then you have two accidents, and obviously you do want to avoid that. And what we did, we have a special formulation of the concrete in certain elements that is exactly stopping these breakouts from falling out, and this is called zero debris concrete. So debris is a breakout from the element, and this is an innovation we did to the concrete as such that is inside here, and we obviously have the patent on all those things. And it is super fast because it's increasing road safety even more. Yeah, because it not only stops trucks or vehicles from breaking through, but it also stops breakouts from the element as such, hitting the window while you're driving with your family from the summer holidays home.